In May 1850, Vicente Ballester, a spice merchant, invested all of his savings in purchasing saffron and salt from Rocafort de Queralt, a village in the province of Tarragona, to sell in Zaragoza. On his way to Zaragoza, all of his spices were stolen, and with them, any chances of doing business. With nothing left to lose, Vicente embarked on a voyage to Cuba, hoping to recover financially and save up. He succeeded. In 1892, back in Catalonia, he invested his Cuban savings in land property and vineyards. He then married and had children. Years later, Vicente Ballester's eldest son, Joaquin, decided to leave the village he lived in to go to Barcelona, one of the country's economic hubs. In 1907, Joaquin invested some of his father's savings purchasing property in the city centre. The family's third generation comprised Joaquin's two children. The youngest daughter, Teodora, married Teodoro Vicente in 1913, and together they founded Vicente y Ballester, a joint venture buying and selling textiles. The textile business did well, and at a time of prosperity, they both realized they could grow further. So they decided to take a risk and procure the machinery to start manufacturing their own craft textiles, mainly cotton. By 1934, Vicente Ballester had 3 cotton factories in Barcelona and was one of the most important industrial families. However, the civil war that swept through Spain between 1936 and 1939 destroyed the factories, and with it, everything the family owned. During the Civil War, the Vicente Ballester family sold what little was left from the plundering they endured. They managed to survive and helped out many others affected by the war. In 1941, 2 years after the war ended, the family requested a loan from Mr. Leandro Jover, an old friend and former treasurer to the family who then worked in Banca Jover. Mr. Leandro's answer was resolute and encouraging. "Your word is the best family guarantee. You have been a great example of work and effort, and you have all my support." With this help and their inventiveness in repairing the machinery destroyed during the war, the Vicente Ballester family once again committed to the textile business throughout the 50s and 60s. Once again, they succeeded. After years of hard work, their profits increased greatly. With the profits from manufacturing cotton, the family decided to invest in purchasing property in Barcelona and Madrid after 1947. One of their first properties they purchased was an exclusive estate called Levante, owned by Sociedad Levante. At the start of the 70s, Francisco Vicente Ballester finally decided to sell the cotton factories. Nylon was growing in Spain, and changing the factory's infrastructure was too much of a gamble. After selling the cotton factories, the family business would focus exclusively on the property business. By the 90s, with Alicia Arbosch leading Levante, the property company controlled 20 estates in Barcelona, Madrid, and Pamplona. Alicia then decided to merge the company's property assets with the business generated by her father in Panama after years of hard work. That is how Levante Capital Partners was born in 2010. In 2012, Antonio Renom Arbosch became CEO of Levante Capital, starting to diversify and internationalize assets with the acquisition of Witt Consulting, Blackwood Capital, LC Good Life, and Labris.